Well, hello all and welcome to Wayne's Allotment. I hope you're all doing well, looking after each other and looking after yourselves. And I wouldn't have been able to have said that to you a few minutes ago. I'd have had to shout it because it absolutely hammered down. It was real big thunder spots sort of thing. Standing in here must have been just like standing in a big steel can while somebody was drumming on it. It was unbelievable. So what have I got for you in this one? Well, I've got some lettuce here, which is part of a continual sowing. I do it with spring onions and lettuce. These are all year round. I've got some ramrod onions that are outside actually at the moment. They're a little bit further advanced than these. They'll soon be needing to go out on the plot. But what I'm going to do is I'll just show you. I'm going to do Marvel of Four Seasons, Drunken Woman, some more all year round, and some Arctic King, because we are now into August and sorry to say it, I know you're gonna boo-hoo, but it won't be too long before the temperatures start to drop and we're starting to think about autumn. So I'm doing these in advance. I'll do a few more actually. In fact, I shall probably do another sowing of all of these, then probably just do sowings of the Arctic King. That'll probably be about another 3 weeks, and then about 3 weeks after that do just the Autumn King. I'm also gonna do some spring onions, some Ishikura. I've also got a potato reveal that I've got some Sarpomera. The tops have started to die back. They're in tubs, whether it's because they're in tubs or what, I don't know, but there's one tub that they've started to die back a little bit sooner than the others, so we'll get them up and have a look and see what they're like. And as is the case, there's always other things in there as well. So I'll get and sow these, and I'll bring you back when I've got them finished and done. There we have it. That's those all year round I showed you earlier. I've just sown this is Arctic King, this end, all year round, Drunken Woman and Marvel of Four Seasons. That seed tray there is the Ishikura onions, and while I was doing it I've done the peppers. If you remember in my last video I showed you the peppers that I'd sown see if they were any good. All 5 came up, so I've potted each one now in its own individual 4-inch pot, and we'll see how they go. So that's some more continuational sowing. Once these I've started to thin these out, they'll go out into individual pots, then they'll go out on the plot. I have got some to put out on the plot, but that'll be done another day. Well, I've made a little bit of an investment in some better ladders to try and tie this lot up. I don't know how high this has gone, but it keeps going. So I'm up here to tie it in yet again, and I've almost reached the end of the cane. It's a fiddly job, this. I would happen to pick a broken clip or strap. There we go, that's better. Now I'm going to do a quick measurement because it looks like there is now a flower head on that. So I'll fetch a ruler and we'll do a quick measurement. You can probably tell I'm not very good with ladders. Right, I'll go and get a ruler and we'll get sorted. Right, I've got my glamorous assistant with me, namely my wife, holding that down there, and I'm going up. Ow. I keep going. I must admit, this has been the best year I have had for growing sunflowers. Okay, you can lock that off at that. Do you know what the measurement is? What was it?
129.
129?
What do you think that is? What, 129?
Don't know, it'll tell you in feet on it.
Is the feet in the red?
Yeah.
No.
No, so 129. So 10 foot,
Oh,
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 foot 8.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. 10 foot 8. Fancy that, folks. Unbelievable. Thank you, darling. The reason I've done the measurement now as well, there's a chance it'll still keep going, but the reason I've done the measurement now is we have been having some really horrible weather. Strong winds, rain. When I came home from work yesterday, it was absolutely blowing a gale, and I've got visions of this getting blown over. Although it is tied in up here with some gardening wire that's attached to that hanging basket frame, and then attached to a nail up over there, and it is quite sturdy. But yeah, so 10 foot 8. I don't know whether that is any sort of record for a pot grown sunflower, but it's in a 35 litre pot, as you can probably see. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with that, and that's all for the next allotment, next Sunflower Challenge 2021. So I think it will probably grow a bit taller. If it does, I'll be out here again to measure it, but just thought I'd give you a bit of an update on that there. It's I'm very impressed with it. We're not far off the bottom of the bathroom window now. So quite pleased with that. That's really good going. These, by the way, are a little telescopic thing, and you just push the two clips together, and as it drops, it automatically closes the one above. Clever bit of kit, these. They're not cheap, but it was the only way I could reach using this was the only way I could reach the top of the the top of the sunflower. Things we do, to grow flowers and veg. Unbelievable. Well, I've got another potato reveal for you. These are Sarpomera. There's 3 in this bucket. The only reason I'm getting these up is because, as we can see, should we say they've gone past their best. I don't know what to expect. Last year I didn't grow any of these at all. Year before I grew some round on the plot and had a very good harvest. So without further ado, we'll get these tops off and we'll have a look and see what we've got. I normally get quite a reasonable harvest, and I would have done them out on the plot, but I decided to do these in pots this year, as it was a bit of a last minute decision, to be perfectly honest. But we'll see how good of a decision it was. There's the label. When were these done? These went in the 4th of April. Today is, let's have a look, it's the 10th of August. So let's see. Oh, well, there's one. I think I'm going to have to tip these. Most definite. They normally produce quite a decent size potato. And when I say decent size, I mean something like the size of baking potatoes normally. So that's part of the reason that I grow them. The compost is the B&Q's, I think it's called, is it Good Life, something like that. Oh, these aren't bad. I'm not going to moan too much. Well, I'm not going to moan at all, to be perfectly honest, because I'm quite pleased with these so far. When the compost went in here, it had a little bit of fish blood and bone and a little bit of pelletised chicken muck added to it, and that's basically been it. It's had nothing else. It's not had any other feeds of any sort. I suppose a bit of tomato feed wouldn't have been a bad thing now and again, but I haven't put anything in them. Well, I'm not going to moan about these. They may not be massive potatoes, but they'll certainly do us. Look at these. These aren't bad at all. These are really nice. As I say, there was three 3 seed potatoes in here. These are, oh yeah, quite pleased with these. Wasp, go away. And still they keep coming. I don't normally weigh my potatoes, but I think I'm going to have to. There's the old seed potato, one of them. Yeah, as I say, I don't normally weigh what I've got up, but I think I'm going to weigh these because this is quite interesting to see what's come out. All this compost, by the way, will go round onto the plot. There's another seed potato. They will go round onto the, it'll go onto the plot, and I'll use it as a dressing. I don't think there's going to be any more to get out of here. No. No, that's it. That is quite a can you see that there? That is quite something. I'm very pleased with these. As I say, I've grown these in the past and they've been a lot bigger than this. I've had potatoes that have weighed a pound in on their own, but these I'm very pleased with. That's really nice, and they are Sarpomera. I'd normally leave them in a bit longer, but as you've seen with the tops, how they've died back. I've got 4 buckets of these, 4 tubs, and this is the only one that it's really died back on. So I thought, right, let's get them out. So I'll come back to you with a weight on these. Well, you've just seen me do those Sarpomera, £5.15 in weight. I couldn't video it. My daughter's working from home, so she's working in the dining room, and it's a kitchen dining room, so she was on a call, so I just took some photos. So while you'll see those photos, by the way, while I'm doing a potato reveal, I'm going to get these out. Now these are pink fir apple. Now I can't remember when I have grown these before. It's got to be 3 or 4 years ago. These went in the 4th of April. I'm curious more than anything as to see what these are going to be like. So I won't bother cutting the tops off. We'll just pull them up. Now these are a completely different ball game with regards to potatoes. They're a lot smaller. They have a bit of a nutty flavour to them. I quite like roasting them as they are. Quite nice with the salad as well. But we all have our favourite ways of eating potatoes, I think, don't we? There's absolute oodles of them. They're not very big. I think that's probably why I like having them in salads. Again, I would have probably got these up a little bit later than this. but the tops, as you can see, tops are going over. So because of the tops, starting to go, they're obviously not going to get any better. So we'll have them up, get them out, and I'll see what sort of weight I've got of these. This is, again, there's only 3 seed potatoes in here. I don't know whether I mentioned it, but these have got like a bit of a sort of, I think, a bit of a sort of nutty flavour to them. Really nice potato. They don't need peeling. They are, you know, I mean, where would you start trying to peel that? You know what I mean? It's a lost cause, really. And these, again, with the compost, the B&Q's New Living, New Home, or whatever it's called, I forget what it's called now. In fact, I've got a bag of it here. Good Home, that's it. I've got a bag that I'm using for collecting rubbish in, and it's not a bad compost, to be honest. And again, it was treated as the other one with just a little bit of fish blood and bone, bit of pelletised chicken muck, and I've got four of these, 4 tubs, and I've lifted this one because the tops, like with the Sarpomera, the tops have started to go over. I don't really know what I'd class as being my favourite potato, to be honest. I do quite like Charlotte's. There's quite a few in here. As I say, they are a smaller potato, but they've got that bit of a sort of unique flavour to them. I think we've about reached the bottom of the bunt. Yeah, that's it. Yes, I think we've come to the end. Yeah. Yes, there's no more to be had. So there we go. I'll go and weigh these. So again, a variety, pink fir apple. All as I do is just clean that off and cook that as it is. I'll roast them whole, especially when you've got smaller ones like this. These, or just boil them up nice in a salad. So let's go and get these on the scales. Well, there we go. 2 potato reveals. Salpomera, £5, 15 ounce there. Nearly 16 pound of potatoes. Sorry, nearly 6 pound of potatoes. And pink fir apple, £3, 3 ounce. And both are off just 3 seed potatoes. So I'm very pleased with those, because I've still got 3 more buckets of each to go at. So we're going to have plenty of potatoes to go at this year, that's for sure. Well, that's it for this one. Thank you all very much for watching. It really is very much appreciated. And also thank you all you new subscribers. That's very much appreciated, that is. I'm in the greenhouse here because I'm just watering the tomatoes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this garlic out. There's 1 or 2 onions in amongst here that I've lifted when I've been round the allotment, but I want to clear this garlic out of here, because the next job that I need to do is lift the onions from round on the allotment, and I'll need all this shelving space to store them, just like I'm doing here with these. Got them upside down, so they'll be going into here. The sunflower, by the way, that's still growing. One little thing I've noticed looking at it is I need to extend the cane. I've got 2 canes already at the moment. I need to attach another one, because there was about, I don't know, 2-3 inches of cane left, and when I put that last clip on that I've done, that you've seen in the video here, when I put that on, it's carried on growing, and it's gone up off that, and now the little ring fastener clip, call it what you like, is just suspended in midair around the sunflower plant as it's gone up. But also I've noticed the head, it looks like the head is starting to get that little bit bigger, so maybe it's not gonna go any bigger, I don't know. As I say, I'm in here now with watering tomatoes. I'm not a big lover of, I enjoy tomatoes, yes, I do like them, but I'm not a big lover. I mean, if I eat tomatoes, I tend to have them in a salad or sliced on a sandwich. I can't eat a tomato like an apple. I do know some people that will eat them just like eating an apple, but having said that, we've got some Sweet Million. Excuse me, they are lovely, absolutely superb. And those of you, I think it was, I don't know, it was the end of last year, beginning of this, I forget now, but I did ask people what they would recommend in the way of a little cherry tomato, and every more or less all I got was Sweet Million, and I can see why. They're absolute big thumbs up from me. They really are nice. So we'll be doing them again next year. So as I say, that's the end of this one. Thank you all once again. It really is very, very much appreciated. You probably don't realise, but it is really very much appreciated, your support, and you new subscribers. So be good, look after yourselves, look after each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra a bit.